nuevas. Hello. Oh, are you kidding me? Is it already technical issues? Oh, no, we're good. We're good. Thank God for that. Let me just make this announcement. Hey, Tone, how are you? Hey, glad to hear it. Hey, Weefa, how are you? I'm slightly tired, but because I had work today, but I feel good enough to do the show. So, oh, and this one's actually a really good book. I haven't read it yet. I've skimmed through it a little bit though. I got it for Christmas, and I've just been pretty busy, pretty preoccupied with other things, so I haven't gotten around to reading it. So, figured why not read it on the show for the first time. I don't know. I don't know if that'll. It might tone. Because I don't know. Maybe reading the book might trigger something. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. So it just depends. I don't know because yeah, last time it happened over here. So I don't know. I guess just keep an eye out, guys. If anything happens, let me know because last time was really, really bizarre. I just have it saved on my channel, like for the main page. So anybody says like the first video that like pops up when you search me. So, um, it's really weird. I really do hope. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hey, Lily, how are you? It was really cool. Yeah, it was really, really freaky, but really, really cool. Okay, note to self, stay out of that chat. That was creepy. I'm doing good. I'm just a little tired, but just I'm doing all right. I had work this morning, so I'm a little tired, but I mean, figured it would be a good day to read this book. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to Cryptocast, your source for all things crypto-related, unknown, and paranormal. I'm your host, Parker, and welcome back to another Cryptocast live stream. So today, we're going to be reading this book, Haunted America. I personally have not read this yet. I got it for Christmas. I've just been kind of slacking on it because I've been busy with other things. I mean, I've skimmed it a little bit. Seems like a good book. My mom actually read a little bit of it. She said it's a good book, so I'm about to go, so I figured why not read it for the stream so I can say I've read some of it. And we're not going to finish this entire book today, obviously. It's a pretty thick book, 272 pages, and it looks like it talks about JFK's ghost on the last page. So if you guys like this video, let me know, and I will definitely read this in another episode or something. So yeah, it would be hours. So I'll see how far I get, and if you guys like, let me know, and I'll come back to it. So next week, I'm going to try to get a guest on the show. I'll see if I can work that out. If not, I'll try something different. So I'm going to be reading this book. So it's called Haunted America. There is no the author's on the inside. The author's usually supposed to be on the cover, but I couldn't find it. So it's written by J.K. Kelly and James Willis. So photography from Shutterstock.com. And this was made in 2017, but we're not here to talk about when it was made. We're here to read the book. So it has an introduction, and sometimes there are little drawings in here that are really cool, and if I come across any during the time that we have here, I'll definitely show them to you guys. So not all hauntings are sinister, and not all are as friendly as the caricatured Casper, but no matter the situation, are able to bring on a severe case of the howling phantods. You may know there's an eldritch presence in your house, but what are you going to do about it? Move out? Address the enigma to try to agree on a peaceful living? Try in a blind eye and ignore the signs? Most places across the nation have a complex history that have been swept under the rug by the broom of time, but not everything wants to be forgotten. People identify with where they're from, their family and their heritage, their passions and professions, and they may have a hard time letting that identity go once they've given up the ghost. They're left behind. They're left in the liminal space of being an ethereal being and in a material world, leaving those of us who do not quite understand the state they're in with an ominous and unsettled feeling in the bottom of our stomachs. Whether ghosts are vestiges of our ancestors spectrally guarding us, or something more sinister looking to take advantage of our physical being, they undoubtedly inhabit the spaces around us. The history of America still lives. Historic battlefields are still marched by regiments from the other side. Beautiful mansions still house the ancestral heads of the estate. Suburbs and communities tremble under the pressure of their troubled pasts. Haunted America roams across the nation to highlight the best of these paranormal hotspots that are scattered from coast to coast. Get to know the signs and be sure to inform yourself of the taboo history that nobody wants to talk about. So that's pretty much what we're gonna be reading about. Just the haunted places around America, and I don't know. It seems really good. So chapter 1, Paranormal 101. So this just pretty much like talks about, like, from what I see already, it's like how to like identify ghosts and all this stuff, and answer some questions that I think some people have been asking me as on Tumblr as well as my Discord server. So this is actually kind of a good book to have. Everything you always wanted to know about ghosts. When it comes to the paranormal, there are believers and non-believers, but no matter where you stand, you have to admit that the thought of an afterlife is intriguing. But how much do you really know about the spirit world? So what is a ghost anyway? A ghost is simply the spirit of a person who has died but has not yet made it to the other side. In other words, it's caught between this world and the next. Ghosts are made up of energy and exist on this plane without a corporeal body. They are often spirits of people who died suddenly as a result of murder, suicide, or tragic accidents. Or thus, and we're not prepared for death. Sometimes ghosts appear to warn or guide family members or to share in times of joy, such as the birth of a child. Why can children see ghosts more easily than adults? Children are more sensitive to seeing spirits for several reasons. First, they are generally more open minded and willing to accept things that are new and different. Also, studies have shown that kids are better able to see wavelengths in the lower light spectrum than adults. Spiritually, children are more closely connected to their heavenly origins than adults, and adults may not be as willing to admit that they saw a ghost for fear of being ridiculed. Can ghosts cross water? So this one's going to be talking about like that stereotype, like the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, where the headless horseman couldn't cross the moving water. The relationship between ghosts and water is the subject of a great debate, but the short answer is yes. In fact, most experts agree that ghosts are actually attracted to water. After all, spirits are made up of energy, and there's no better conductor of energy than water. That's why you'll often see a great deal of paranormal activity on and near bodies of water. Can ghosts really float above the ground? Yep, ghosts are made up of energy, and from what we understand, the spirit world works a bit like electricity. Specters appear to float because they touch the ground, they are absorbed by the earth, or electrically speaking, grounded. That doesn't mean that all ghosts float through the air. Some apparitions seem to be walking without their feet touching the ground. The sound of ghostly footsteps, well, that's a different mystery entirely. Can ghosts attach themselves to people? Now, this one's a little creepy. Definitely. When spirits remain earthbound, it is often because they have unfinished business. They're usually drawn to specific locations, such as places where they lived, worked, or died, or to people who conjure up strong emotions, either good or bad. Occasionally, a ghost will attach itself to a stranger because that person's able to see or hear it. That relationship generally only lasts until the spirit's earthly issues are resolved and it crosses over. How do ghosts move objects or manipulate electrical devices? Ghosts use energy, both their own essence and borrowed power, to move objects, make noises, and play tricks, and get people's attention. Because spirits are made up of energy, they can gather additional fuel from electronic and battery-powered objects. It takes a lot of energy for spirits to communicate, so they need to charge their batteries in order to make their presence known. That's why a person living in or visiting a haunted location will sometimes notice that fully charged batteries are drained and other electronic equipment malfunctions. By the same token, ghosts can use their energy to control other technology. Where's the best place to see a ghost? Ghosts can be found just about anywhere, but some of the places where they are commonly seen are cemeteries, old houses, battlefields, hospitals, colleges, and restaurants. Lily, I don't know if you're still there, but if you are, did you know, I think our college, I heard rumors that our college might be haunted, so possible investigation there maybe in the future? I don't know. Are there different types of ghosts? Residual hauntings. One type of ghost is known as residual, which gets its name from the term residue, the idea that something was left behind. Simply put, a residual ghost is believed to be nothing more than energy that is left behind when someone dies. As residual spirit is often explained using a metaphor of an old movie projector that over time stores up enough energy that it switches on, plays a short scene, and then shuts back off. For that reason, residuals can be identified by the fact that they always perform the same actions over and over again. They never vary in what they do. They do not interact with the living. Oh, come on, so you see. All the people who died with unfinished homework. Oh my god. And yeah, one of my friends, they said they've heard rumors that our college is haunted. Kind of like people say there's that giant compass on the ground. People think that, and then people also say kind of by the National Armed Forces Monument, from what I've heard. But I don't know. Possible investigation in there in the future. So I'll have to check that out at some point. See if they'll actually give me permission to walk around the campus at night, do some investigating. A residual ghost is believed to be the result of an activity that an individual executed frequently while he or she was alive, or the result of violent, unexpected death. Excuse me. which may explain why so many battlefields are supposedly haunted. In both cases, the release of energy leaves an imprint on the area. A violent death typically results in a sudden release of energy, while a repeated activity results in smaller, more sustained releases. Um, in both cases, it is believed that the released energy is stored in a specific location and somehow replays itself from time to time. For example, the routine of a man who for 50 years would walk from the dining room onto the porch and smoke a pipe every night after dinner might end up causing enough residual energy to linger after the man passes, that the action continues to repeat itself. Similarly, a phantom scream that is consistently heard at the same time of day or night could be the result of residual spirit reenacting its violent death and its last moments among the living. Intelligent ghosts. Unlike residuals, intelligent ghosts not only interact with the living, they tend to seek them out, hence the term intelligent. And whereas a residual haunting repeats the same action of the same place, intelligent ghosts are free to roam wherever they please. So if you sometimes see a particular ghost late at night in the kitchen and at other times in the attic in broad daylight, you are dealing with an intelligent ghost. These are believed to be the spirits of people who, for whatever reason, simply refuse to move on after they passed away. In some cases, it's because they loved while they were alive. Wait, what? Yeah, they loved while they were alive. Other intelligents seem to have unfinished business on this plane. And since intelligents seem to be aware of the living, they are the ghosts that most often make themselves known to us and to mediums, unlike residuals. Intelligents seem to have the ability to communicate from beyond the grave. Now let me just see. Oh boy. Okay. Now we're kind of getting into the dark shit right here. The black sheep of the intelligent family. Two rather intriguing subcategories of intelligence are demonic entities and poltergeists. Kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, we're back. Okay. So again, it's talking about demonic entities, and like that differs from religion to religion. Like for the Catholic one, we get the demons that are pretty much typically described like that you hear about in the Bible and everything. And it's like Japanese culture, you get Oni, and all these different demons and creatures around the world from different religions. But they are still defined as intelligence because they appear to understand that the living are nearby. In other words, demonic entities have been known to interact with humans, which means that they are intelligent. The same would be true for non-human ghosts, such as those of dogs. Oh, I should do a video sometime about animal ghosts. If you guys are interested, I should do one of those sometime. Cats and other animals. If spirits acknowledge or interact with the living, they are intelligent. The categorization of poltergeist is a topic that is hotly debated. At least Oni are physical entities. Yeah. It differs from religion to religion, but I have heard Onis are more physical than actual like spirit paranormal creatures, but they are still considered paranormal creatures. But I mean, they're more physical. Some believe that because humans appear to be the targets of poltergeist activities, such as flying plates and glasses, they are intelligent. But others believe that releases of energy which will make poltergeist residual. Finally, some even believe that poltergeist activity is a result of irregular brain waves from the living, which would make them non-ghostly. So for now, the jury is still out on poltergeists. Now, I've never heard about that, about the irregular brain waves. I've never heard that. I've always heard of poltergeists as angry, violent spirits. So I'm kind of ruling that out right here personally. But take of it what you will. If you believe that, that's perfectly fine. But it's not for me. I believe poltergeists are ghosts. Gearing up for ghosts. And this talks about how to do ghost hunts. So for all those people out there who want to do your own ghost hunts, this chapter's for you. So you've decided you want to go ghost hunting. Here's a handy list of essential tools every good ghost hunter should have during an investigation. Electromagnetic field detector, or short EMF. Generally speaking, a ghost is nothing more than a form of energy. Therefore, it is believed that such energy can be measured, as it interacts with other forms of energy, such as those with an electronic or magnetic charge. An EMF detector allows ghost hunters to measure and track anything with these types of charges in a specific area. Look for strange spikes that could be paranormal in nature. EMF detectors, which range in cost from $20 to $75, so you can get them on the cheap end or the more expensive end. I mean, either way, it's going to cost you pretty much less than $100. So, I mean, they're not too pricey. Come in a variety of shapes and sizes, and some even come with LED screens. That's probably for the more higher end ones. A digital voice recorder. And do they work well? I personally do not have an EMF detector, so I might have to pick one up at some point. I don't have one at the moment right now. So honestly, what I use whenever I go ghost hunting, since I've honestly only ever been like technically on one ghost hunt. Well, two if you count the one I did on Halloween that kind of ended shortly. But when I went on it, I used my phone for recording and taking pictures. Kind of got to have that flash on and stuff to get the ghosts in the dark and everything. I get it. It's all upstairs though. Unless you guys want me to go grab what I use to go on ghost hunts, I can. It's nothing too impressive. I actually can go get it if you guys want me to, but it's nothing really exciting, to be honest. Okay, I'll go get that really quick. I'm just going to mark this page. I need to go get a bookmark for this book anyway, so when we finish for today, I can go get that. So I have one of them right here. I just use my phone. And I'll go get the other thing that I use. And I have caught a few things with my gear before. I'll post those on Twitter, most likely, in the near future. Like, actually, I'll do it after the stream. I'll post what I caught on Twitter after the stream's over. So let me go get my ghost equipment really quick, and I will be right back. So, and I also need to go to the bathroom and get a bookmark for this book. So just give me 5 minutes, guys. I'll be right back. So I'll see you. And if anything happens while I'm gone, let me know. Let me know. I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I had to go get my stuff. So I got my bookmark. This really cool Celtic art bookmark. Oh, no, really? Nothing was seen? So I'm going to use that for my book. But anyway, I use my phone for flash at night, taking pictures and everything. And sometimes doing recordings and stuff. Now, next time I go on a ghost hunt, I'm going to have somebody actually recording on another device, so I can probably take pictures and everything, then upload the stream to the channel afterwards. And then this is something you guys probably haven't seen in ages, but since I've only been like on one, maybe two ghost hunts, I don't have really any of the high-end stuff, so I use this old Sony Walkman to record audio, and then I listen to it, upload it in the computer, and just see if there's anything in there. And pretty much that's mostly what I do. I just ask questions, kind of like a little audio. And yeah, this one I use a lot when I was younger. It still has like a bunch of songs on it, but yeah, I love this one to bits. You guys can tell it's pretty beat up, but I use this to record audio, ask questions. Since my phone usually is doing stuff like taking pictures and video, like I said. So pretty much during my investigations, my phone and this MP3 player are my best friends. Those are the two main things that I use. I really need to get some actual ghost hunting equipment. I actually need to see if my group wants to get back together for ghost hunting. Because I went to this kind of old haunted town by my house, and I did an investigation there. So, kind of want to see if my team wants to get back together again. I haven't seen these guys since high school, and so, I'd like to get them back together. I know one guy most likely would be on board. Lily, if you and Shane want to go ghost hunting sometime, I'd love to. Actually, if we have time, maybe after, I'll text you about it. Maybe after we see maybe after all three of us go see Endgame tomorrow. I know a good spot that's just like super close. You can if you want, I'll talk to you guys about it. We could spend like 15 minutes there, just kind of walking around looking for stuff. We'll see what we can do. I'll text you guys about it after the stream. I didn't see Endgame. And sadly, I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's really good. I just saw Detective Pikachu on Wednesday, and that was actually pretty decent, but I haven't seen Endgame yet. I'm seeing that tomorrow for the first time. I kind of know what happens, but not entirely. Yeah, so I mean, I do have things kind of spoiled for me, so I do know what happens, but not exactly how everything plays out. So I'm looking forward to seeing how everything plays out in Endgame. And don't worry, Lily, I won't spoil anything for you. I don't know. I actually forgot how I found out, but I know what happens, but I'm not going to spoil anything for you. Oh, Detective Pikachu was good. It was a cute movie. I enjoyed it. But yeah, after the stream, I'll text you and Shane. Maybe after the movie or something, since it's right there, we can spend like 15 minutes walking around Main Street doing a little ghost hunting at night if we have time. It's just up to you guys. Because I know of like a few main haunted places down there that we could just walk by and just see what we can do. So if you guys want to go, let me know. Oh, god damn it, shit, no. The Ames crew calls animal control on Thanos after capturing him. Oh, god. That would be horrifying. Yeah, we got that son of a bitch, Thanos! Yeehaw! Honestly, why Thanos did not snap them out of existence is beyond me. But, yeah, I should be available right after the stream to text, so I'll be good to go after this. So now that we kind of just saw like what my personal ghost investigation stuff that I have is, also it's not mentioned in the book, so I'm just going to kind of tell you it says there are a few good household items. Like it says bring a watch and a notebook and a flashlight with you and stuff, but another thing I see people use is dowsing rods. They're those copper wires. Like this isn't copper, but I'm just going to kind of use it like as an example. So it's like this really, really long, like straight wire, not bent like this, and they usually have 2 of them in their hands, and then they ask a question like, move the rods right to no or left for yes or whatever, and then they ask it a question, and then the ghost is allegedly supposed to push on the rod to answer the question. So I've seen people do those, like carry these around with them before and do dowsing rods. Some people bring pendulums as well, where pretty much it's like a pendulum. So there's people have like different kinds of gems, different kind of stones, like on the end of a rope, and they kind of spin like that. And the ghost is allegedly supposed to manipulate the way that the pendulum spins. So people use those as well. But oh no, yeah, I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't fuck with a Ouija board. Those things are scary as hell. I would not fuck with one of those personally. But yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with one of those. But yeah, so I bring. Yeah, I'm surprised Hasbro makes Ouija boards. It's so weird. But yeah, so personally with me, I bring my MP3 and my phone, and let me see. Sometimes spirits do attach themselves to objects as well. I still have to contact my friend after this stream as well, see if they can send me, or if they actually, I don't know. So I have to contact my friend after this as well, because there's been something I've been really wanting to bring on a paranormal investigation as well, see how it reacts. My one friend has a haunted carnelian gemstone, and she gave it to my one friend, and it gave my one friend bad nightmares. And so he gave it back to her. And I asked if she could send it to me, and she said sure, but she did a tarot card reading on it, and the tarot card reading said that it wanted to stay with her. And then my one friend who she gave the stone to came over to her house, and he's kind of into runes and everything, so he does runes out of dice, like even numbers are yes, odd numbers are no. He asked if it wanted to go with me or stay with my friend. Odds were go with me. Evens were stay with her. It got more odds than evens, so I'll just ask her, I guess, see if she can do something with it, see if it just double check. I don't know, because I mean, if it's haunted and everything, I don't want to make the ghost pissed. So I mean, there's kind of a story, but I mean, so I don't want to make the ghost pissed. So I mean, I'll just ask my friend to just do it one more time, just since we've got